Last night, you promised yourself you would wake up early and conquer the entire world. But when the morning alarm rings, you smash that snooze button like an angry caveman. You roll back over and sleep for 3 more hours without feeling guilty at all. Why do we constantly make big promises that we break only a few hours later? You might think you're just being lazy, but the truth is actually way weirder. Your brain is actively pulling a massive prank on your entire life. It treats the future version of you like a guy you've never met before. When you tell yourself you will start your diet tomorrow, your brain cheers. It thinks tomorrow is a magical land where a completely different person handles the struggle. But when tomorrow actually arrives, you are still the exact same person. You just passed the painful punishment down the line to a ghost. And the trap your mind is setting for your life tomorrow is genuinely terrifying. To understand this inner trick, we have to look at your brain's happy juice battery. Your brain loves things that make it feel warm, fuzzy, and excited right this second. It always chooses one tiny marshmallow right now instead of waiting for a giant castle made of cake tomorrow. Present day. You want the yummy marshmallow immediately without waiting. Eating that sweet treat gives your inner battery a massive spark of energy. But doing hard things like studying or cleaning drains your battery down to 0, so your brain looks at a giant stack of homework and instantly panics. It whispers a comforting lie to you. Let's just watch videos instead. You tell yourself that future you will easily clean up this entire mess. You feel totally relaxed because the stress has been pushed into the future. But to your brain's computer chips, future you isn't even real yet. Your mind literally treats your future self like an entirely separate human being. It feels like you are assigning homework to a random kid at another school. You get all the fun today, and the stranger gets all the pain tomorrow. This is why it is so easy to scroll on your phone past midnight. Present day. You get the fun dopamine points from the funny videos. The tired eyes and morning headache belong to a guy you don't care about yet. Your brain naturally chooses the quick prize every time, completely unaware that this habit builds a monster. This mental mistake starts out small, like leaving a dirty cereal bowl in the sink. But day after day, you are actively throwing heavy rocks at your future self. Down at the bottom of the hill, future you is getting completely crushed. You spend money today. Like future, you is going to find a chest of gold coins. When the credit card bill arrives next month, present you is nowhere to be found. You avoid the gym like future you is automatically going to wake up with giant muscles. Every single time you procrastinate, you are actively lying to your own face. You are treating your best friend, which is you, like an absolute garbage can. Over time, future you becomes deeply exhausted, stressed, and completely broke. The worst part is that this bad habit compounds like a snowball rolling down a mountain. A tiny delay today becomes a giant avalanche of problems by next week. Your brain genuinely believes future you has superpower shields to handle the damage. It thinks that older version of you will magically have more time, more energy, and infinite wisdom. But in reality, the older version of you will just be more tired and more stressed out. You are locking your future self inside a dark cage of your own design. This is how people end up stuck in jobs they hate and lives they never wanted. They spent years passing the buck to a stranger who never actually arrived to save them. And this cycle repeated endlessly until scientists looked inside a live human head and discovered the truth. A group of brilliant university scientists wanted to see exactly how the brain imagines time. They gathered volunteers and put them inside a giant high-tech head scanner. First, they asked the people to think about themselves right now in the present moment. Instantly, a very specific spot right behind their forehead lit up with bright energy. This spot is the brain's identity center, the part that handles your concept of me. Next, the scientists changed the instructions to test something completely different. They told the volunteers to think about a complete stranger, like a random famous actor. The moment they thought about the stranger, that bright identity center shut off. It went completely dark because the brain knew the actor was an outsider. Finally, the scientists asked the volunteers to think about themselves 10 years in the future. If the brain knew that future person was you, the identity center should have lit up. But instead, the brain's identity center stayed completely dark and cold. It looked exactly the same as when they were thinking about the random stranger. To your physical body, the version of you in 10 years is just a guy on the street. Your brain literally does not care about saving money or staying healthy for a stranger. The mathematical and biological proof was absolutely undeniable, which means to fix your life, you have to use a weird trick to cheat your own mind.